guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a fall book haul for you because I am nothing if not on brand, and all I do is buy books and don't read enough. So that's basically what my entire channel is about. But in any case, let's just get right on into the haul. I did a little bit of shopping over the last couple of months. I've got some stuff from my local thrift store. I've got some stuff from Costco. I've got some stuff from Book Outlet. Indigo. So really these are from everywhere. So let's just get on into it. So the first book that I got is the first book in the Diviners series by Libba Bray. Is it Libba Bray or Libba Bray? I'm not sure. But I have had the second book, which is Lair of Dreams. I hope you guys can see this. Lair of Dreams. I've had that for a long time. I think I got it like over a year ago, probably a year and a half ago. And I think I got it from Book Outlet, and I thought it was a standalone, but then I realized that it wasn't, that it was in a series. So I ended up picking up the first one because I've been wanting to read that one, but obviously I have to read the first book before I can read the second book. And the only thing that sucks is that my covers aren't going to match now. Oh well. Next is a book called The Dead House by Dawn Kurtakich. And I'm not sure if this is, because it says also available, and it says there's another one that's also available, but I'm not sure if it's actually part of a series or not. So I'm going to have to double check with that. But it says 3 students dead, 1 vanished without a trace. 2 decades have passed since an inferno claimed the lives of 3 teenagers and caused Carly Johnson to disappear. The main suspect, Caitlin, the girl of nowhere. Caitlin's diary, discovered in the ruins of Elmbridge High, reveals the thoughts of a disturbed mind. But many claim Caitlin doesn't exist, and in a way, she doesn't, because she is the alter ego of Carly Johnson. So this one sounds really, really creepy, and it was on sale at Indigo, so I ended up picking this one up. And it has like, I love books that have like different media in it. Like, just kind of cool. It kind of breaks things up. So I think it's all like this. I don't think it's in like, well, yeah, I guess there is some normal print, but a lot of it, I don't know if I can show you guys this without it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. So, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cool. So next on Book Outlet, I picked up the entire Raven cycle. I'm just gonna be picturing the one here because I'm lazy to get them all off my shelves. But I've been wanting to read this forever. I mean, if you watch BookTube, you know about the Raven cycle. I don't really need to explain a whole lot about it, but it is, I mean, it's huge. Everybody loves it, so I'm hoping that I will too. And I'm excited to get to these. And just the covers alone are so beautiful. Next is another book that I got at Indigo that was on sale for $6, and it's called Bad Girls with Perfect Faces, Lynn Wengarten. And this one, I almost wonder if it's going to be kind of about like multiple personalities almost, because it's about a young girl named Sasha, and basically her best friend continues to get back together with a guy that's really bad for her, that's cheating on her all the time. So she decides to take matters into her own hands, and she goes online and creates a fake profile of a boy to lure her friend away from her current boyfriend. But then I think it starts to get kind of into a thriller, because all it says on there is, be careful who you pretend to be, because you never know who you might become. So I'm not sure if this is going to be like a multiple personality situation, or if it's going to be like just a thriller. I'm not 100% sure, but for $6, it definitely intrigued me enough to pick it up. The next book is another $6 find at Indigo, and it is called Diary of a Haunting Possession. And I think this one might actually be also part of a series. I hate it when I do this, because now I'm looking on the back and there's another book called Diary of a Haunting. So I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to double check into this one, but it is just what it sounds like. It's about a possession. So I'm always interested in stories like that. I love horror, so I'm definitely here for this one. So next are 2 books, both by Michelle Hodkin, and this is The Evolution of Marla Dreyer and The Retribution of Mara Dreyer. So these are obviously a series, and I believe that it's about a possession or a haunting. I know that she wakes up in a psych ward and like her whole life has been turned upside down, but I think there's something to do with the possession here. I got these both at my local thrift store. If you've watched my channel for a while, you know that my local thrift store always has the sale on. If you buy 4 books, you get the 5th one for free. So, and these ones were both in really good condition, so I'm excited about those. The next book is a thriller called The Woman in Cabin 10, and this one has been getting really, really great reviews all over BookTube, all over. I think it's been on the bestseller list for a long time. Instant New York Times bestseller by Ruth Ware, and this is a thriller about a woman who stays in a cabin, and I'm not sure if there's going to be a supernatural aspect to it or if it's more of like somebody's trying to break into the cabin, something like that. I try not to like, this one has been getting praise all over the place for as being a really great thriller, so it's getting to be spooky season, so I've got a lot of spooky reads here, and this is going to be perfect for the Halloween season. Next is a book I picked up at Costco, and that is Stephen King's It. She is a thick sister, like she's thick, but I was really, really, really excited to pick this one up because for the longest time, when the first It movie came out, they re-released the book and they had all these different covers, and they were only like $15. I could find them everywhere, at Walmart, everywhere, but I never did pick one up. And then after a while, obviously, they started to leave the stores, and I went probably about a month ago to Indigo because I was really wanting to read this because I watched Read by Zoe's readathon vlog where she read this in 24 hours, and for some reason I just had her like playing in the background and she was doing that readathon, and then it made me want to read it. So I went to Indigo and it was like 28 bucks, like almost $30. So I was like, yeah. But then I'm glad that I didn't, because then I waited and I found it at Costco a couple of weeks ago for $15. So picked it up, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get to this because like she's a commitment, but at least I have it now. Next is one of the other books that I picked up at my local thrift store, and it is The Bookseller by Cynthia Swanson. And this one has a really, really interesting plot, so I'm just going to read you guys the back of it. It's set in the 60s, which I love. In 1962, it may be the swinging 60s in New York, but in Denver, it's different. Being a single gal over 30 in this city is almost bohemian. Still, 38-year-old Kitty Miller has come to terms with her life running a bookstore. Without a husband expecting dinner, she can enjoy last-minute drinks after work with her friends without children who need to get ready for school. She can stay up all night reading. Then the dreams begin. Catherine Anderson is married to Lars, the love of her life. They live in a picture-perfect Denver home close to their circle of friends. It's the world that Kitty once believed she wanted, but it exists only when she sleeps. At first, Kitty enjoys her nighttime forays into this alternate world, but with each visit, her dream world grows more real. As the lines between the two worlds begin to blur, Kitty faces an uncertain future. What price must she pay to stay, and what is the cost of letting go? So this book basically deals with alternate realities and the fact that it's quite possible that our dream states are alternate realities. Like, I'm so interested in all that sort of things, like multiple timelines and like all that kind of thing. I'm so interested in, so I think this one will be really, really good. The last book that I picked up, and which was my 5th free book from my local thrift store, is More Than This by Patrick Ness, and I have heard tons of great reviews on this book as well. And it's about a boy who drowns and wakes up and is still alive somehow, and he's like, what is going on? But he knows he's dead, he knows he died, so what is happening? So I've heard really, really good things about this as well, and even just the cover is cool. Well, you guys, that is it for my fall book haul. A lot of these books are really spooky reads. They're going to be perfect for the Halloween season. As you can tell, I'm already festive. I'm already into the season. If you want any tips on decorating, head over to my other channel, Holly Christine. I'll have it linked in the description box below, because I did a whole video on how I decorated my house for Halloween and for fall. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I picked up, and I hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!